Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today's another C-PTSD video, and I've been making these about every week now. I have somewhere in the teens amount of videos in the Healing C-PTSD playlist. I recommend highly that anybody who has suffered from an abusive relationship to please check these out, because usually there's some connection with their childhood, you know, and the way they felt as a child to the decisions they're making as an adult. So this one is about safety and security and emotional need. A lot of us don't know we have emotional needs. We've got physical needs and, you know, sexual needs and mental needs and emotional needs as well. And we have to meet these needs just as importantly as we have to meet our physical needs. And if we don't meet our emotional needs, just like if we don't meet our physical needs, we aren't healthy. So a part of being emotionally healthy is giving ourselves what we want and what we need. Taking care of ourselves, because others can't always do that for us, and we should do that for ourselves. And you know, that's the kind of the difference between us and them, right? People that are dependent on other people for their needs, and they lie and manipulate and do what they can to get what they need from people. So we need to be able to supply what we need ourselves. Okay, so safety and security is so vitally important. And if you think it's not, let me ask you, in your abusive relationship you were in with a narcissist or whoever it was, did you have safety and security in that relationship? No, did you? I mean, betrayal, lying, gaslighting, manipulating, triangulation, not telling you anything about what they're doing, where they're going. All these things really offer no safety and no security to us. But we stayed, didn't we? And that's a tragedy. And what that tells me, and should tell you, is, you know, safety and security help our fear factor. And if we don't have any fear going into relationships with people, we may not make the best decisions, of course, right? So we get that gut feeling that someone's bad, just like everybody else. Everyone does, and we get the emotion of it. But our feeling, which is awareness of that emotion, isn't too keen. We, you know, we're used to ignoring how we feel because others ignored our feelings. So we're able to go through life, function, do our work, do our job, have family even, whatever. But we aren't in touch with our emotions. We aren't aware of our emotions. And, you know, we all get that little feeling, and you know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it could be a huge, large rush. Sometimes it's just a little something. For us, it's a little something. And we tend to just block it away, just as we do with anxiety or sadness or depression or any of these negative emotions or feelings or states that we're in, and we're able to just keep going. And so if we aren't in tune with that telling us, hey, this is a bad situation, this is a bad person, or just, I don't feel comfortable here. If we can't be in tune with that, we make bad decisions, and we put ourselves in positions that we can't handle, that aren't safe, that aren't secure. An emotional need, this is something that we needed instantly from birth, right? As babies, we needed to feel safe and secure. And, you know, I've talked about this before in other videos. If you can, watch The Fear Cage, Escaping the Fear Cage, and it's in the playlist. You know, it's an important role and job for our parents to make us feel safe and secure, isn't it? But our emotions are so intense as children that we need help. We need help regulating this. And when we're not regulated, when our emotions are out of control, we're scared. You know, we don't feel safe. And we learn that our emotions are scary and we can't control them. And that is a part of our parents teaching us emotional intelligence. Okay, they're trying to help us. They should be helping us with our emotions and learning how to control our emotions and not be scared of them. Let me tell you guys this. Now, I've talked about this a lot, about narcissists, psychopaths, even murderers, anybody. Everybody in the world does not want to be a bad person. And, you know, that's why you'll see murderers on TV who have killed 20, 30, 40 people, right? And they're being interviewed, and they don't want to admit being a bad person. So what do? They say, I don't remember. It's my disease, my disorder. I blacked out. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. It's amazing because it's not that they're remorseful about the person that they hurt. They don't want to be looked at as a bad person. Why is that so huge? Well, we're talking hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Okay, when we were, we're apes now, but when we were hairy apes, we didn't have the big canine's teeth. We don't have big claws and fangs, and we don't have weapons to protect ourselves. We were sitting ducks, right? We were just prey for almost any predator. But what we learned, and why we're here now, is we learned that safety is in numbers. Okay, so we literally formed together. Okay, and yes, a predator every once in a while was able to take one off on the outside, take one of us on the outside, pick us off one at a time. But being ostracized, being thrown out of that group means imminent death, because predators are out there waiting. And the second one of us is single or alone, we are dead. And that is programmed in us. It's the scariest thing of all, to be ostracized by everybody, by a group of people, by society. Okay? So that's what it triggers. Nobody wants to be bad. No one wants to be ostracized out of the group and not accepted. So it's very important to us to be accepted. So, again, safety and security. Okay? Provide this for yourself. Start being aware of your emotions more. You have more emotions than just one about everything. Okay? We have 34,000 emotions. It's impossible, if something bad happens to you, that you're only angry, or that you're only sad, or that you're only depressed, just anxious, just afraid. No, you've got tons of different emotions about everything. And feelings is awareness, so be aware of this. Listen to yourself, because what we need to do is be comfortable, right? We need to be comfortable, we need to be safe and secure. So provide this for yourself. So we don't need to label people, diagnose people. People don't have to be bad or good or any of this crap. Okay? We don't need to look outside. It's us. How do we feel? If we don't feel comfortable around someone, they don't have to be a bad person. We don't have to tell them. We have to remove ourselves away from them till we're comfortable. That is meeting an emotional need. It's something required. You have to. Okay? So if you aren't aware of danger, you don't remove yourself out of it. Okay? Instead, we're putting ourselves in danger. And we're believing the lies that they're saying, and we are missing things, and they are promising it. Okay? Instead, we fulfill it ourselves. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys can understand that. And I really, really hope you guys start doing this. Make sure that you always feel safe and secure. Okay? You wouldn't get on a roller coaster when you look down 10 feet down the tracks and the tracks are broken, right? You wouldn't just get on it and go, oh, well, I hope it'll be okay. It'll be okay. That's not a big deal. We can't do that. We can't do that. And then later say, in a relationship we got into with someone bad, we can't later say, I was fooled. I had no idea. I had no idea they're bad. My mom was telling me they're bad. My dad was telling me they're bad. My sister is telling me they're bad. My friends are telling me they're bad. Their ex told me that they're bad. But they made me feel good. No. That's one emotion. They made you feel good. But they also make you feel bad. They also make you feel afraid and unsure and anxious and depressed. All these things. So be aware of all your emotions so that you are safe. Okay? In relationships, we all need attachment, guys. I don't care how bad the person wants to go out into the woods and never see another human being again. He will die. We need attachment to people. And in those attachments, we have to feel safe and we need security. Very, very important. So we're not going to be around people that do not make us feel secure. Okay? And we need to feel worthy enough to ask for that. Okay? Work on these things. This is for you, and this is also something important you need to know in your next relationship, okay, or the one you're in now. Thank you, guys. Anything you guys want to know, any questions you guys have, always go down below and ask me. I'll always answer them. And I will see you again in another video. And always love yourself first. Okay, guys? If you could, put this on social media, groups, forums. Get this information out there to people who are hurting and pain and need it, okay? Thank you, guys. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. Danny Dog Productions.